Triple Katana is a mythical rarity sword in Fruits. It is considered one of the hardest swords to get, but I do not believe it is that hard. It just requires an insane amount of luck. It is composed of 3 legendary swords. The Wando sword, which is based off of the Wado Ichimonji, which is the sword that Zoro had since the start of the show. The Sadi sword, which I believe is based off the Sandai Tietsu, and the Shizui sword, which I believe is based off the Shizui sword that Zoro obtained at Thriller Bark. And to be able to get all these legendary swords, you need to find the legendary sword dealer, which is one of the rarest NPCs to find. But there is a ways to find him quite easier, and in this video I will be going over them. There's multiple spawn locations where he will be able to spawn. And this is the technique that I use to get it, which does work because I do have it. You want to have your home point set here, dots number 2. The first dot that you get to in Section C. You want to go over here to Coliseum. You also want to use swords that have good mobility and a fighting style as well, along with food. Portal is recommended, but you can use light. So his first location is around here. He will be standing either here or here. I don't remember which location. Then for second spot that you want to go check is over this way. For his next spawn location, he will be spawning on one of the sides of this rock facing towards the boss Jeremy. Then you're going to want to use World Warp, or if you're using a fruit like Light, you want to teleport over to Remote Island, aka Usopp's Island. Then in the middle house you will be able to find him. Then you want to teleport home to the Kingdom of Rose Dots. And you want to head over towards Coliseum again, but you're not going to Coliseum. You want to go underneath of here. And then on one of these middle rots up here, you will be able to locate him. This rock here, that rock, or possibly the ones down here. I've never found it here, so I can't say for sure. Then you want to teleport to dots 3. And then you want to head towards the leaf on the largest beanstalk, which is, and this is the largest beanstalk here. You want to head up to this leaf right here. And you will be on this leaf, standing right here, I believe, or over here. And for the next spot of green zone, you gotta check the 3-lot formation near Fajita. So here, or here. And lastly, you want to teleport all the way over to Graveyard. And you want to fly up to the top of the pillar. And from the front, you can tell that he will be spawning right here. And then I would recommend for server hopping, once you get to this point, you leave the server and stay here and check this immediately, and then just repeat the process. But if you don't want to server hop and want a more defined way of finding it, you want to go back to Cafe and talk to the manager. He has many different voice lines for what will, and it will say around when he will be spawning. If he says, "Are you new around here?" then that means that you still have yet to do the Coliseum quest from Bartilo. And if he says it's still too early for you to be here, like this, then that means you haven't been in the server for 10 minutes or longer, so he will not tell you. And when you find him, the legendary sword dealer, he will have one of the 3 legendary swords, which again Wando, based off the Wado Ichimonji, the Sadi sword, which I believe is based off the Sandai Tietsu, or Shizui, which is based off of Shuzui. It's not a guaranteed chance to get the ones you need every time. Like for me, I had to find him probably 5 other times before he had the Wando sword. This sword's based purely off of luck of being able to be obtained. The sword is not a hard one to get, you just gotta be lucky. And while going over to find it, I would recommend using an accessory that decreases your Blood's Root cooldown or others. Example of the Terrajaw, but if you're still locked into second C, I highly recommend using Choppa. Once you get the Wando sword, Sadi sword, and Shizui sword all to 300 mastery, and you have $2 million saved up, you are finally ready to unlock the Triple Katana sword. To be able to attain it, you need to climb to the top of the tallest beanstalk. Which I am showing one way to get up there right now. If you had a light crew instead of Portal trying to find it, it'd be a lot easier to get up there. Anyways. You must climb to the top of the tallest beanstalk, as I said, and go to the very tip of the edge of it. You must talk to the mysterious man, and for $2 million, he will sell you the Triple Katana sword. But he won't sell it to me, as I already have it. And then that is all of it that it requires to be able to get the sword. And Triple Katana rating overall, it is a good sword with 2 good moves. Wolfgang Rush, which brings you 4 dash into them, similar to the Rengoku Z, and then Dragon Hurricane. This sword is good overall, having the strongest M1 click overall, besides Triple Dark Blade, but that's admin exclusive, so not many of us will ever end up getting it. And the third place for that is also Cursed Triple Katana, but True Triple Katana does more damage. It is a good sword, very useful for grinding, only bad part is that it makes you dash forward on the 4th M1. So that might be a little bit bad, but it is good overall. PvP wise, it is also good, but not necessarily the best, because the Wolfgang Rush can be completely instant dodged upon impact. If they instant trick it, it will still drain their instinct, but it will not damage them, obviously. But if they have it active as soon as you use it, then it will not break it. And then that is it overall for Triple Katana. Pretty simple how to get it, just gotta be extremely lucky. And good luck on trying to find it, especially if luck like mine is. Have a nice day.